Alright, I'm going to give you folks an update here. Sorry I haven't made any content, just not much to make. So, I'm 45 years old and I have can't remember a summer that's been this hot and this dry. I've had half an inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain in about 1.5 months. And it's been 93 to 98 every single day. And irrigation just ain't enough when it's like this. So this is what we got going on. You'll see a pattern here. Everywhere where there's something concrete, asphalt, or out in the full sun, this is what has happened. So I will say, so it's Saturday, I think, what is it, the 28th? 27th, 28th, something like that. So this Wednesday, I did get 2.5 inches of rain finally. So, but anyway, this is what we got going on. You'll see it's like this everywhere, except for right here. This might have been some fungus. This actually might have been because of this head right here. I had 2.0 nozzles in these, and these heads only do a quarter turn. So that's probably on me right there. Just trying to hammer it with water to keep it from all going dormant, and probably got some fungus there. But you can see these spots. It's not great. Same way without here. You know, it's hard for me to say if this is any disease or not. I've never seen anything like this. There's no lesions. There's no mycelium on it. So I can't honestly say if this was fungus or not. I mean, it's got me stumped also. I've never seen this in my yard. You know, typically this time of year you'd be dealing with either brown patch or gray leaf spot or even pythium. I've seen no lesions. There's not any lesions. It's just, you know, I don't know if it's just because it's been so hot and dry. It's just checked out. And you can see there, and this all has a white haze because I just got done spraying fungicide. But you can see out in full sun, I mean, there's spots like this everywhere. But look again, you know, there's really no lesions anywhere on the blades around it. And I did spray Cleary's TM 4.5 azoxystrobin today and mefenoxam. But when we get out here, where we're going into something that's got a little shade, you know, it's not shady all day, but there is shade here. There's none of this. I'm completely happy with it. None of this brown in it. It is tall. It needs to be mowed. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But you know, there's none of that stuff that's in it. And then once we start getting back out into the full sun, the brown starts again. And I have run my irrigation. I mean, all of you guys know I've got a pretty serious irrigation system, but it's just, when the weather's like this, there's no hope for it. And you can see the brown here. Right here at these rocks. Again, no lesions, but it's brown. I mean, there's no lesions that I see on any of these blades that would tell me that this is gray leaf spot or brown patch or anything like that. I just think I think it's been so hot and dry, it just can't take it. That's my personal opinion. I'm pretty well educated in spotting disease, and I haven't been able to spot any lesions or see any mycelium. And then we're back into the shade again. No issues. So same way for this area over here. This area is full of nutsedge. Shade, no problems. Or shady. It's not shade all day, but then once we start getting down in here, you see how that nutsedge, the brown starts coming in. This area is really off color also. I don't know what's going on with that, but down here, this is just wear and tear, period. Some where I spray going down through here, and the wheel track again, you see it right there off my sprayer. Just nothing I can do about it. When it's this hot, it just wears it and beats it all to pieces. Into the asphalt, besides the nutsedge, look at the asphalt. I've tried to hand water, there's just no hope. There's rocks underneath that, and I'll show you on these other areas. They're really bad. So I'll be right back at you. I'm gonna cut this and I'll show you something here. So we are at this area right here. Now this area right here typically does this, not to this extent, but it typically does this. If you'll look right here, I got a marker pole. I'm gonna stick it down in here. That's it. Every spot. There's rocks underneath here. When I done this area, I thought I got them out, but evidently not. So I have to deal with this every year, not to this extent, but this is an every year thing. I'm about over this area. This is why I just use this area to pull plugs from, you know, if I've got damage or something. Obviously, asphalt. This area right here, same thing. This one's actually not as bad as it's been in the past, but same thing, rocks. Rest of it, where there's not any rocks, it's not too bad. There's a brown spot. Let's see what we got here. Now this, I don't know what the excuse is for that, other than it's just full sun all day. There's no rocks there, but I may be doing something here on this area, and I want you folks to tell me if you want me to do it or not. Either way, I'm gonna have to kill this off around through here, around the edge, and put some rocks. I can't do this every single year, fixing this spot, because of the rocks that's underneath it. I just can't do it. So I'm gonna have to put rocks here, but I actually may kill all this off. Of course, I'll have rocks here, but I may do KBG. I don't know. I do have a reel mower, so I've got an Alette Sterling 51. I've never showed that, but I do have it. So I may kill this off and do that. You folks let me know if you want to see that. I don't plan on quitting YouTube. I mean, there's just no content to make. I'm not trying to hide anything. I mean, you know, this has been the hottest and driest summer I've ever seen. You know, I mean, it's plenty hot all the time during the summers, but it's never been this dry for this long. I mean, it could be dry for, you know, a week, week and a half, and, you know, irrigation is sufficient for that. But when it goes a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch for a month and a half, and it's that hot, it just is, this is not going to make it. So everybody knows about the concrete pad. It's fine. Why is it fine with no soil? Well, it's bagged topsoil from Lowe's. It holds a lot of moisture, unlike what's around through here. You know, this is my soil content is a sandy clay, so it's like 53% sand and the rest of it's clay. So, and it just does not hold any moisture through here like over that concrete pad where it's all, you know, topsoil with a lot of organic matter in it, where it holds moisture. Well, my phone died, so I had to pick this back up. But anyway, yeah, this around here doesn't hold moisture like what's over that concrete pad. It's just not good soil. So, but please let me know what I should do with this area. Do you folks want to see it killed off and KBG in real mode, or do you want me just to keep it fescue? Like I mentioned, I am going to have to put rocks through here, so I don't have a choice. I just can't be fixing this every single year because it burns up from the heat and the rocks. But and I will go ahead and tell you, I am probably going to be adding KBG to my fescue this year. So I need something that's got some self-repair potential. As I mentioned, you know, I work another job now, and I just don't have the time to put into this as much as I did. I still do have time, but I don't have the same amount of time. And if something happens, I need something that's going to help me with some repairing versus, you know, if it gets ugly, it's going to stay ugly pretty much with fescue. But, and the KBG that I will be using, it is called After Midnight. And if I do this in KBG, that's what it'll be. It's After Midnight. It's sod quality stuff. So I may do another video here and post it maybe next week or two, just talking about seed, what I'm going to be using, and showing you folks some actual seed analyst reports and explaining to you about blue tag seed. So be looking for that. I'll do that. And as far as content out in the yard, I mean, I just ain't got much, and I apologize. I mean, when it's 93 and 98 degrees and that dry, I mean, I just really don't, couldn't do nothing to it besides try to keep it alive as best as I could. And if I had to grade this, it would probably be about a C minus. It's never looked this bad before, but I guess I feel fortunate enough to have still a good stand of grass. It's just gonna have to have a few little spots touched up here and there, mainly around the edges. And if I can continue to get some rain, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, those spots around the edges of the asphalt, they're cooked. It's history. There's no bringing that back. It'll have to be fixed. But as far as what's out in the yard, that's a good possibility that could be fixed. So I appreciate you watching. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just took a little break, lacking on content to make, and that's it. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.